I knew I wanted to document this journey. I just didn't know how much of a journey it would actually become. When I left Bali for Portugal with MJ, my dog, I thought I was capturing a big life transition. I didn't realize I was about to go through weeks of uncertainty, canceled flights, paperwork issues, exhaustion, and just moments where I genuinely didn't know how we were going to make it. But I recorded everything: the goodbye, the fear, the frustration, the waiting, and finally, the moment we made it. Before leaving Bali, I already knew this wasn't going to be easy. I wasn't just moving, I was leaving behind a life I built, people I loved, and I had to say goodbye to a place that genuinely changed me. And then came the hardest part. MJ was going to leave before me. She had to be picked up 3 days before my own flight so she could start her journey to Jakarta. And I remember sitting there with her thinking, how am I going to say goodbye to you and then get on a plane without you?
Please don't be afraid. I will miss you. I promise I come to pick you up, okay? I promise.
So MJ is being picked up. And oh God, I'm so emotional. Because I know she doesn't understand what's happening and she will be scared. I gave her some calming pills from the vet that I got, and they will continue to give it to her for the next few days for her travels, because she has to travel by ship to Jakarta, which takes 2 days. So I'm going to see her when I'm going to go to Jakarta. You're gonna be fine, my love? Okay? I'm sorry I can't come with you. It's gonna be fine, my love. It's gonna be okay. She was so scared. I don't even know what to say. God, it's tougher than I thought it would be. I'm going to see her in 3 days from now, so it's a long time for her to not knowing what the fuck is going on and just thinking that I'll leave her. So I know it has to happen and I know it's the right thing to do, but it's... God, fuck. She was so scared. And then the problem started. The flight I originally booked didn't work out anymore because of the service dog approval. There was something my agent didn't tell me. I didn't know. I paid him to know this stuff. The airline rules were different from what I was told. And suddenly the plan that I had spent so much time prepared disappeared. 5 days before leaving, my flight needed to be canceled. At this point, I was already exhausted, because when you're traveling with a dog, especially a service dog, it's not just booking a ticket, especially a journey that is so long. It's paperwork, approvals, rules, airlines talking to each other, and one wrong detail can change everything. I wasn't told that I can't book a sister airline within a flight. It needed to be every flight with the same airline. But because it was such a long journey, the flight within Portugal from Lisbon to Faro, where I needed to go, was a different airline than the one that was going from Jakarta to Doha, from Doha to Lisbon. And since I booked it all together, because I didn't know, the service dog submission wasn't approved. So I had to cancel my flight. So I'm walking for the last time around in my neighborhood. This is crazy. They burned this entire field. And it looks so sad. Surrounded by so much lush energy, and then the Buddha statue without a head. It feels so symbolic.
cycle's ending. Usually I walk this with MJ, but she was picked up 2 days ago for the big journey because she has to go by ship to Jakarta. And then I'm flying out there tomorrow, meet with her, and then the real journey begins to Europe. And yeah, as I was walking down here, I just started tearing up because I realized it's going to be the last time. I've been walking this path almost every single day for the past 3 years with MJ. So yeah, it became a ritual, and it even feels odd and weird to do it without her. But I had to. I just had to walk it one more time today. I'm really going to miss the scenery. My home here, I've been in the same villa for the last 3 years. Yesterday, my landlord took me out for dinner, and then he did a little ritual with me, a Buddhistic? A ritual from Buddhism. Buddhistic a word? For new beginnings, you release animals into freedom, fish into water, birds into the sky. He even said snakes, and I was like, I'm happy that he shows birds. So he met me with a paper bag of 3 little birds for me to free, symbolically to free myself into this new chapter. And that's what I'm going to miss the most about Bali, the people, the love, the connection to nature, the understanding of that we are nature, that we are part of nature, and that we all need to live together, co-create together. And yeah, I'm going to miss the freedom. I'm going to miss walking my bike, driving my bike, the freedom that it gives me to drive my bike. I'm going to miss this. This right here. But it's time. I know it's time. I know it's time for this new chapter. I'm also getting excited. There are a few things waiting for me on the other side already. And I'll have to get ready to meet with a friend for the last time for breakfast or brunch. Then I have to run some errands. Then I have to pack the last things. And then I'm going to have a chill evening, enjoy my villa for the last night, and then tomorrow morning the journey starts.
The agent who was handling everything when it comes to getting MJ to Europe told me he had a solution. He would book a flight for me from Jakarta to Frankfurt and then from Frankfurt to Portugal, and I only have to pay half the price because he created that problem. He ended up saying after booking the flight to Frankfurt that he didn't have enough money to book the flight to Portugal. I waited a couple of days because he said he was trying to get some money from friends, which ended up not happening. So I had to lend some money and book my flight. But then that flight got canceled from the side of the airline.
My flight from Frankfurt to Portugal that I just booked yesterday because of everything that happened just got canceled because of industrial action. I guess they're striking. You can't make this shit up. This is... I do have friends in Frankfurt and I'm already in contact with them because of everything that happened. So I have a place to stay even with my dog, but what is happening? This is like, I'm like, this can't be fucking happening. After everything, now this? After I finally booked that flight yesterday? That's crazy. So I'm at the airport And there's so much back and forth with my last flight from Frankfurt to Portugal. I'm not 100% sure if it is canceled. I'm not 100% sure if it is confirmed. I got a cancellation email. The agent that is taking care of the relocation of MJ got a cancellation email for my dog service request. But when I was on a live chat with the airline last night, the guy told me that the flight in his system is confirmed. And I was like, well, can I have that as an email? And he was like, he can't do this because it is automated. But in the app and on the web of the airline, it still says that the flight is canceled. He assured me that it is not. So I don't really know. I'm sitting here with all of my stuff for my first flight from Bali to Jakarta. There we'll meet MJ, and then we have a few hours, and then we go on our flight from Jakarta to Doha, and then from Doha to Frankfurt. And then there, I need to figure out what's up with my flight from Frankfurt to Portugal. So yeah, it's crazy. We'll see. Okay, flight 1 is done. I'm in Jakarta. The next flight is in 4.5 hours. In about an hour, I'll be MJ, and then I can check in and get on to the next train, the next flight. And I'm tired as fuck. I was not able to sleep because of the whole situation with it. My last flight, is it canceled? Is it not? Happened in a live chat now with 2 different people, and both of them told me that in their system the flight is still very much confirmed, and that my request for MJ on the flight is still pending. But when I go in the app of the airline, it still says canceled. And I have 2 emails, one stating that the flight is canceled, and the other one stating that the request for my dog was canceled because of the canceled flight. So I don't really know what's going to happen once I'm touching down in Frankfurt. I have to go to the airline to check it there, but yeah, it's been so much, and like this back and forth is really tiring me and exhausting me. So I'll keep you updated. I'll take you with me. We'll see how it goes.
Hi, baby. I know. A few more minutes, my love. Oh. It's okay. No, baby.
Soalnya yang satu tak kasih ke ini karena ini kan di kabin kan ini kan biar nggak berantakan ya kan.
I know, baby. I'm here, baby. Yeah, I know. I know. Hello, my shirt.
Are you protecting me? Good job, baby.
We made it. We have a whole road to ourselves.
Hey, my love. Are you excited? Are you okay? Yeah, alright, my child.
So the plan kept changing, and suddenly I was stuck in Germany trying to figure out how MJ and I were going to actually get to Portugal. I was thinking about a train, I was thinking about renting a car. I was so tired. I was constantly trying to solve the next problem.
We made it to Frankfurt, and my flight to Portugal is canceled. But also, the restrictions for service dogs in Europe are way more strict, and the paperwork that I have will not allow her to fly as a service dog. So I need to handle this now. Luckily, I have friends in Frankfurt that I can stay with. So that's what we're gonna do now. And then we'll see what happens in the next few days. I need to figure this out, how to get my ass and MJ's to Frankfurt. We are on the first walk. It is raining. It's not crazy cold. And she's just sniffing the German dogs and the German energy. She's definitely a little overwhelmed still from everything. Also, everything looks so different here. It's cold. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the next few days, how she is adapting, how we find a solution for us to get to Portugal. So yeah, step by step, we're here. We made it to Europe. Yeah.
And the hardest part was knowing that MJ was also going through all of this. We were staying with friends, luckily, but they have 3 children. MJ is not really adapted to children. It was difficult. MJ had already been through so much, and being in a loud house with children in a completely new environment was just overwhelming for her. I was constantly watching her, protecting her, making sure she felt safe. And then came the decision I didn't want to make. The airline wouldn't also approve her as a service dog for the flight because German rules are different. So with that new flight from Frankfurt to Portugal, the only solution was for her to be in cargo.
Hallo. Ja, Mäuschen, du machst das super. Richtig gut machst du das.
Eis, Hähnchen, Karotten und Eier ganz
Hallo, Mäuschen.
aber ruhig aufschauen.
Oh, you're doing so well, my love. You're doing so well, my love.
I hated that. For her, for me, for us, because the entire reason I did all of that was to keep her safe. But sometimes the choice isn't between good and bad. Sometimes it's between 2 difficult options. And then, finally, I saw her again. I can't even explain what that moment felt like. Because for weeks, everything was uncertain. But there she was, safe, exhausted, probably a little traumatized, but we were reunited. And now, looking back, I think this journey was a reminder that sometimes life doesn't take the route you planned, but somehow you still arrive where you're meant to be. Portugal isn't just a new country. It's a new chapter for the both of us. And I'm so grateful that at the end of the day, everything worked out and she's here with me.